Hi everyone, welcome to Surviving My Cancer. Today I'd like to talk about journaling and why it is so important to keep a journal if you're going through cancer, have been through cancer, or even any other type of illness. I certainly kept a journal when I was going through my breast cancer journey, and it's something I really would recommend. Make sure you pop down and subscribe, click the bell, and you'll receive notifications of all my new videos. So I know it's very easy to think, oh my gosh, journaling. I'm not someone that was in any way, shape or form into journaling or keeping a diary prior to my cancer journey, but it is something that you will get into, funny enough, as you go along, and you'll be very thankful that you did it down the track. I began keeping a journal right around the time I had my diagnosis. I kept one straight away, and I'm so thankful for the fact that I did. Journals are great when you need to go back and look up information, which during this time you will absolutely have to do, whether it be doctor's appointments and they ask for medical history of procedures and surgeries you've had and further details, or whether it be filling out forms for insurance or anything else. You will need to access all of this information. You will need to access the dates and specifics about all of your treatment, so you must keep a journal. So as I mentioned, I did it from day one. I wrote everything in my journal. I wrote down feelings, I wrote down pain levels from day to day, how the treatment was affecting me when I started my chemo. Some days are better than others. I wrote down things I may have been eating or supplements I may have been taking that were making me feel better with the chemo. I wrote down things that may have been making me feel worse. Anything like that, every single thing you need to be writing down in your journal. And I can't stress strongly enough, this is something you really need to do from the beginning if you possibly can. If you've already started on your journey and you're in treatment and you haven't kept one yet, don't stress, write everything you possibly can and backdate it so all the information is in one place, and start from this point forward. Another thing I kept in my journal was my cancer fighting foods list of things that I did and still do eat, all my supplements, what the supplements did and the benefits of them. There was just no end to the information I put in my journal. I also used it to record affirmations. Affirmations are positive thoughts or goals, and you say them over and over and over again until you begin to believe them, and they're embedded in there and they give you positivity. So I'm big on affirmations. I did that during my cancer journey, and I still do with goals that I have. I write them all down, and I have a goal board that I keep. So I'll do a video on that soon, and it's a fantastic thing to do. It's really empowering and gives you really good focus for things that you want to achieve in your life. But with the affirmations, I was writing down, I am healthy, I feel good, I'm getting better, I am mending, my body is healing. All of these things I would write down daily in my journal over and over again. And it is amazing how the positivity can really sink in when you're doing this. The mind is a really amazing thing, and you have to really keep it positive and keep it focused, especially if you're looking at beating cancer or some type of serious illness. Your mindset, I can't stress upon you enough, it is so important. I mean, I'm sure some of you know people that are a little bit on the negative side for whatever reason, and you sometimes walk away feeling really flat and tired, and you feel like they're just draining your energy. You know, the positivity when you're around positive people has the opposite effect. You can walk away feeling quite uplifted and quite energetic and really feeling great, like you can just conquer the world. So it's a very important thing. As soon as you start thinking you can't do it, or you start feeling negative in any way, your body can respond to that most definitely. And we don't want any negativity or anything to affect our chances of healing and getting through this as best we can. So writing positive thoughts and goals in your journal is also important, just as important as recording your medical information. I also like being able to go back now retrospectively, now that I've got through this whole cancer scare and I am cancer free. It's very interesting to go back and see what my thought process was back then, how I was feeling, what I was doing, what I ate, you know, everything, the whole thing. And this is why I'm now able to make these videos and share all of this information and everything I did along the way with you guys. Had I not kept a journal, it would be very difficult for me now to access everything and go back and remember what I'd done. So go and buy yourself a pretty book, something inspiring that makes you want to write in it, something that you really get excited about writing in it. Because once you get over that bump and you get in the habit of doing it every day, it actually becomes quite easy and something that is quite relaxing, I found, and therapeutic. So do stick to it and try and do it. It is important. But if you have something really pretty, a lovely book that you love writing in, it does make it easier. I also have a large file that it's a ring binder, and I put all of my medical details records in that as I get them, and they're all filed in sections. So I keep that for my children. I think it's very important, being a cancer victim myself. Well, I don't like the word victim. Being a cancer survivor myself, I think it's very important that they have access to that going forward. I am not BRCA1 or BRCA2 positive, but that doesn't mean that they may not have some issues down the track, and they will need to access this information. It's important they are aware and know what's going on with that. That's another good thing that I found, and it's something I recommend doing. Get yourself a nice big folder, keep everything in one place and put everything in it, so you're not scrabbling around later trying to access this information when you need it. So there you have it. Journaling is important. It's important as a point of reference. It's important to keep all your information together in one place. It's important for your frame of mind and your positivity. It's important as a stress reliever. It's nice just to be able to sit down and write all your thoughts down. It's something personal. It's something family members may need. If you have children, it may be very useful for them in their lives. There's many, many benefits that come from journaling. So start it straight away, make sure you do it regularly, and put everything in it. So guys, I've included a link below that you can pick up a free checklist that I made and followed myself personally during this time that I battled with cancer. I started round about the time of my diagnosis, and I followed this checklist all the way through and beyond. There are some points that I'm still following and have adopted into my life. It was very, very useful, and it's something that I'm happy to share with you. So pop down and click the link and pick up your copy, and hopefully you'll find some use for it. So once again, don't forget to click subscribe, click the bell. I'll talk to you again very soon. So if you have any other ideas to share, or if there's any type of information you'd like me to do a video on, pop a comment down below. Pop a comment anyway. I'd love to hear from you. I'm happy to answer all comments, any questions that you have. And take care, and I'll talk to you soon.